Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Kauffie Company. And, of course, we're live. We were supposed to be live yesterday, but Brian needed an emergency dentist appointment. I was playing around with coffee machines. So we're back today. It's Tuesday on Tottenham on tour for the world-famous home of Levy out. And we've got breaking news today. Breaking news. We'll talk about it. Spurs are in club-to-club talks with Eberechi Eze. The deal is back on with the player seemingly keen on the move. We are keen on the move. Let's see what happens. There are also club-to-club talks with Manchester City with an option of 70 million euros for Savinho coming in, with us working on both these deals. Aki, I know you're not feeling that great today, but how are you feeling today? Oh, I forgot to do today. It is the 12th of August, and it is currently a roastingly hot 30 degrees centigrade with a high today of 31. And the feels like guy says, what's the feels like guy say? The feels like guy says it feels like 31. It's a warm day. The aircon is most certainly on, so it's lovely in here. What is it in Canadian land?
So first of all, let's just say before we go through that and everything, the Frank therapy session for all you Frankaholics is well and truly open this morning with some positive stuff to think about. It's currently at 9:03 in Toronto, 27 degrees. Feeling like 30. I will say my body has become the epitome of what being Spursy is.
And we've got a guest here. We've got a guest, Brian. We've got a guest.
I'm a Graham.
No, even better. It's not even better. It's Lee Smithy. Smith is in the house.
We got Smithy there, big up. But what I will say, going into this, I had to go see the dentist for an emergency because I had excruciating pain in my mouth all weekend. And it looks like my top two wisdom teeth are coming through. And the reason they're coming through, the dentist said to me, have you had any facial surgery recently? And I said, yes, and explained my nose procedure. And they said, well, that's what's done it. Because your nose has been so out of line, now they've aligned everything and pushed everything back to where it should be. Your wisdom teeth are coming through right by your sinuses, and your sinuses are pushing it through. So for fixing my breathing, I've now fucked my fucking wisdom teeth up. So I'm going gradually down the body. Stay tuned once I have. So I'm now on 2 sets of antibiotics, extremely strong painkillers. I have to see a specialist extractionist and then deal with that whenever it comes. So after my teeth, I don't know what we're going to do next, but at least there is some positive thoughts to be thinking, because I will say right now, I had my heart broken, taken out of my chest, beaten with a sledgehammer, and loads of pieces are missing. So right now, I'm thinking what could be. I am not going to believe a single thing until they are holding a shirt. Not a thing, good
Indeed.
or bad. I refuse to go as giddy and as full in as I did with if it does happen, what I will say, if it does happen, not only is it the double swoop of the century, but Thomas Frank is a Jedi at blooming selling the project. If he gets both of them through the door, it will be absolutely. You look at the Bayern Munich game and how lacking of creativity we were, and then if this pulls off, you look at Kudus, Eze, Savinho, and then obviously Solanke or another striker, then things are happening. But that's if it happens.
We got to say hello. Smithy was like, are you live? Do you know what time it is, Smithy? It's 2 o'clock. We're always live at 2 o'clock because we're here.
I'm stuck on that stupid central line, bro.
It's always, but let's see who's in the chat to take us through the show. There are 141 of you in the house today, so big up to all of you. We're going to rattle through, as so many of you, so we're not going to do the European champion shtick. We've got Gear, Spurs Diehards, Richard Bird, Vindaloo, Richard Bird, good to see you, Curly Norman, Colin Crossamano, Kudu, good to see you. We have...
Big up, Richard.
House, a Tavracron Wembley 1, Matty K, Tony Rodriguez, Mr. Sweden, Hollywood Phil's in the house from the Phil Army, Marianne, YouTube member as well. Chris is in the house. No, he most certainly is.
Even if these two come in, I bloody well won't be. Although Spurs will deserve huge credit. Everyone at Spurs will deserve huge credit. But remember, he doesn't get involved with transfers.
Indeed. In his own words.
On that note, he doesn't get involved with transfers. If they don't go through, I won't be saying, fuck you, Levy, you fucked it up, because I'm not going to say he doesn't get involved with transfers if it does go in, and then slam him if it doesn't. I can't have it both ways. So, believe me, it would take 5 years of things like this to make me even think about changing my stance.
It's got to have consistency. Max Harris is in the house. AZ Spurs International Reserver, 10-inch. AJS, Shemtang, Curly.
Curly, I've got to talk to you soon.
Boy, YouTube member, FC. Angie Boy is in the mud. Angie Boy is in the mud. Big up to you, sir. We have Avishek's in the house. Ryan McFarlane. Here we go. Daniel, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Daniel. Hopefully you're well. Andrew Gregory, Scott Colliver, Jason Bell, YouTube member as well. Big up to all our YouTube members. Athelston, Faro, Carl Simpson, 5 guys. And you know you are. Big up, 5 guys. Gareth Thomas, Gareth Jeep, Brian Spurs, Aver.
Big up the
David Ginola is here.
Hey, in my evening show that we did, we had Karim Benzema in the chat. So, we're attracting. Big up, Matt Wayne Holland.
Wayne's in the house. Yes, indeed. Hope you're back.
2 minutes, bro. 2 minutes.
Cy Dancers in the house. Hi, Benji Bryan and my Oxford brother. Big up, Cy. Good to see you. Path, Mark Taylor, Tezza, Lily White, and there we go. Oh, and Ryan B, and Bradish is saying, "I love you, Dagul."
Love you back, really nice. Love you back, brother. Love you back.
Is that Professor Green next to you? No, it isn't. It's the pillar of the community.
Fair people say that.
The pillar of the community. Smithy is here. Smithy,
yeah.
Have you been following the news today about Eberechi Eze? Because Spurs have, for all those that don't know, according to Fabrizio Romano, Mr. Fabrizio, Spurs have indeed made club-to-club talks over a deal. Crystal Palace, according to Ben Jacobs, who I'm taking with a pinch of salt because he seems to change with the wind.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Romano also said that Gibbs White was here we go.
Indeed. So we will think. Indeed, big up Terry. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Terry. Eddie Bennett's in the house. Indeed, bring Eze now. Joshua, good to see you. Hopefully you're well.
Well, just quickly, let's bring up what Mr. Sweden had to say, where he said Romano believes Tottenham are ahead of Arsenal to complete the signing of Eze. Look, I've heard one thing that I've heard said as well is that Eze was annoyed that they went and signed Madueke and others and haven't got when promises were made. Listen, make of it what you will. What I will say before we get into this, if it does manage to come off, people that were doubting Thomas Frank, what can he do? Little Brentford manager, who can he attract? He hasn't won anything, blah, blah, blah. And then get to see the creativity. We've already seen that as a spoken to Frank, apparently. So if this happens, Thomas Frank will show that he can attract the top players and get them out of wherever they are, which would be fantastic. He will have creativity. But yeah, go on, Ben. Let's go back to Eze.
It's a deal we've wanted all summer, isn't it? And we all agreed that Arsenal would more than likely get this transfer done. But over the last couple of days, it seems that we know it's not gospel because no one really knows what's going on. But one of the things we do absolutely know, Arsenal have to sell 2 players to even be able to buy Eze. Spurs do not have this with our PSR strength. This is when Mr. Levy's PSR strength. This is when we can use our PSR strength. Arsenal have to sell 2 players. They have to sell a Trossard, a Martinelli, or someone. They have to sell 2 players. They have to get 2 players off their books, and there's no one buying them. So Spurs now have the perfect opportunity of saying, you want 68 million quid, buy them. And Arsenal can't just get those 2 players off the books. They've got to sell them for decent fees for the PSR. They can't just get rid of them for a quid.
Correct.
You can't just get rid of them for a quid. PSR. It is a thing. So Spurs have to, whilst we are ahead, apparently, we have to hit the iron while it's hot. If they want 68 million quid, give them 68 million quid. No low balls, no offers.
But what I will say with this is, first of all, Huddle Waddle, Tony Rodriguez is a legend with English fans as well as Swedish fans. He has been a massive, massive supporter of this channel, as is a lot of the 192 in that's been there since day dot. Tony Rodriguez has his own title as Mr. Sweden for a reason. But now, Eze, listen, as soon as Maddison got injured, a lot of people said, well, we can solve this with 1 player.
Yeah.
Immediately for both left and central, because obviously we need a Sonny replacement, which obviously could be Savinho, but also plays in the centre. We could have got by with Eze playing both those roles, obviously not at the same time, but I was like, well, we need it now. We need it desperately. It's so obvious. Arsenal aren't making their move. Arsenal, for a lot of Spurs fans, this was the one. Now's the time. Go get it done. And obviously, it's taken a while. I couldn't believe we hadn't done anything for a week with James Maddison out and the season approaching. And then, obviously, the news broke over the last couple of days, but serious news last night that spread like wildfire. And we've courted him for 3 years, given his family a box and given him the A-star treatment the whole time. If Spurs pull this off, it is a massive, massive coup. And do you know what's going to even be better? And I'm going to love every single second of it, and so will people like Craig O'Sullivan and people that are in here, they're on Twitter. The rage baiting for Arsenal fans is going to be absolutely epic and worth the signing alone. Like I said, I'm not getting excited. I'm not going to start going, I'm not falling in that trap again. I got burnt hard. But if Eberechi Eze comes to Tottenham Hotspur, it is a massive, massive deal. It's huge.
I've got a Rinketic saying they can do Trossard. Remember that Trossard used to play for Brighton. So is he going to want to go to Crystal Palace? No. Are they going to be able to... Trossard has played now Champions League football for a few years. Is he going to want to go to Crystal Palace and play in the Conference League? Will Crystal Palace pay Trossard's wages? Trossard is on over £100,000 a week. I think he's on 130. Angus, you can please give me how much is Trossard? The Arsenal have 16 players on 100 grand a week or more, and Trossard, I think, is one of them. Will Trossard want to go to Crystal Palace, being a former Brighton player?
I don't rate Trossard.
I like Trossard. Trossard's a good player, but will
I think, Ben, when it comes to...
Will he want to go to Crystal Palace?
I think when it comes to... players doing this, like we've had Gallas, Adebayor, and other players that have gone from said rival to another club and down the line and then end up there. I don't think that's such a big deal. I think he wouldn't have gone Palace when he left Brighton, that's for sure. But you just never know. But also, you got to remember, Crystal Palace might not want Trossard.
They might not want Trossard.
It's all well and good. It's all well and good offering them. I mean, wouldn't Trossard want to go? If you look at it, Nketiah's gone and won 2 trophies in a year.
Yeah, he has. Big up to Crystal Palace.
So we'll have a look. Yeah, you're right, Ashraf. You're right. He did want Gibbs White. Exactly. But the only other thing that, do you know what the discussion needs to be? And listen, if they both come off, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. But if you look at a front three, so you got, let's say, Eze in the hole, in the 10, you got Kudus on the right, and then let's say Savinho on the left. There is no ball carriers. It's just dribblers. There's going to be, we're going to, whether it's a Bergvall that can do it, whether it's a, don't get me wrong, all day long, I would love that front lineup. All day long, there's nothing I'd rather. There is so much creativity there. And if Paulinho can get to the Paulinho we know and just win the ball and give it to the number 8, and then they get it up the field, that strike force goes from tragic, which we saw at Bayern Munich. And let's face it, all pre-season, the creativity's been next to nothing. It's what we've all been missing and what Spurs have been missing. If they go identify and solve it with Kudus and Savinho, that is incredible.
I've been looking at Savinho, and I'm not a stat merchant. I've not seen enough of Savinho to make a point of view. Yes, he's another 21-year-old, but 2 years ago when he was 19, he was in the La Liga team of the season at 19. His stats for a 21-year-old are ridiculous, and as in ridiculously good. And most importantly, all of his best seasons were when he was playing as a left winger. So Savinho might be playing as a right winger for Manchester City, but for Spurs, he could play in the number 10 role. He could play on the right, and he can play on his preferred position, which is the left-hand side, which is where he played at Girona those few years ago.
I have to say very quickly, Swifty has come up for some great content. Swifty, give better live.
If you want Mickey to leave me, that's how you get her. That's how you get Mickey to leave me. Firstly, I don't want a tattoo, and also
my tattoos are fake anyway. So
yeah, they're all fake.
Makeup.
Every day. You get the roller out, just have it.
No, they're henna tattoos. I do them when I wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course you do.
Different every single time.
According to Fabrizio Romano, this is a comment I'd never hear. Eze wants to go to Spurs because Spurs offers a better chance of winning trophies. This is not true.
Listen,
not true.
I think, like Rich has just said, what we've got to do is we have been hurt. We have been hurt, and we have been burnt so many times. So many times. Do you know what? I don't know why, but I'm more confident of Eze than I am Savinho. Because I think Man City might just do silly buggers. I really do.
The thing is, Aki, today, another thing from Fabrizio Romano, Pep Guardiola is an enormous fan of Rodrigo.
Yep.
If they are to sell Savinho for 70 million euros, which is the quoted price, Real Madrid are asking 100 million euros to get Savinho, to get Rodrigo off the books. The player does not want to leave Real Madrid, but Real Madrid want him off the books. There is, with the sale of McAtee to Nottingham Forest as well. McAtee has gone to Nottingham Forest for 20 million. With the sale of Savinho for 70 million euros, and of course Jack Grealish off the books at 300k a week.
That's a weird one.
300k, yeah, it indeed is a weird one, but that's 300k a week off the books. That's a few million, as well as a loan fee. They can afford to buy Rodrigo. If they get those three off the books, City will buy Rodrigo. So basically, we're giving City money so they can stop Arsenal buying Rodrigo.
Let's hope so. Normally, we fund things so Arsenal can get their player. What I will just quickly say, I need to ask the North Americans that are in the chat and the early birds or the late risers, early birds or the night owls. That's the one. Do I do the weekly night show tonight, or do I do it tomorrow after we've won the Super Cup? Which one do I do? I can't decide whether to do it tonight pre-game or tomorrow when we've won the Super Cup. I can't decide. I cannot decide which one to do. So we'll see. But Savino, oh, wait a minute. Romano just tweeted Liverpool working on both Guehi. Well, that's the one. Matty K said both. I'm not doing both, buddy. I'm not doing both.
How much time do you think we have, little Rocky? How much time do you think we have?
I'm not. I don't think my mouth will be able to do both. In all honesty.
Yeah, little Matty.
Yeah. I don't mind it. He's quite cool.
Who doesn't love little Matty? Everyone wants both. Deluded bride is here. Deluded.
Exactly. Guys, do us a favour. Like we said, we're trying to get to 12,500, 15,000. The way we're going to get there is by you guys smashing the like and subscribing so it gets pushed out to more and more people. So if you could do that, it would be absolutely awesome. But yeah, I think I'm going to do it tomorrow.
How many
I think
likes do we have, everyone? Can one of our moderators tell us how many likes we have? Make sure you like and subscribe to both the Kauffie Company and, of course, Tottenham on Tour, the world famous home of Levy out, and get us closer to our goals and get the Kauffie Company closer to 2,000 subs as well. If one of our moderators can put the links for both channels, that would be greatly appreciated. Do after the game tomorrow. I think that's a better one for you. You can have a reaction to the Super Cup.
I will say, guys, look forward to. I'm going to try and bring this season a lot more content from the Scotland Yard. I'm definitely going to do my reactions after every game from the Scotland Yard, but I'm going to try and get some people to do interviews with and get you guys to meet some of the regulars and crazies and show you more action from the Scotland Yard, because it's going to be, I think it's packed tomorrow, but for the opening game of the season, it's a complete full house, which is going to be incredible. Well, obviously, Rinketic, I will not be flying in for Saturday. I will say we do have Change for Spurs coming on the show on Friday. They were meant to come on last night, but because of my pain,
Ill health.
Ill health. We big up Nigel. Everyone give Nigel a subscribe as well.
Indeed.
Big up Frosty. I am going to have them on Thursday. I love this top, Wayne. I saw Craig mention it as well. This is Walmart's finest collection. This is from their high street fashion elite.
Big up Walmart.
Oh mate, I love this shirt. I fucking love this shirt. Love this shirt.
And of course, if you've got any questions to ask myself, Brian, or maybe even Smithy, you might want to. It's very rare to see Smithy on a stream because he's a busy man now. He's flying. He's international.
There you go, Spurs Fit. We've got Primani and Woolmarny. This is. Let me change this. This is from Woolmarny. Woolmarny is where I got this from. Thank you very much indeed.
Where's the fashion police? I don't know.
Hey, listen, this is Wayne Holland. If you want to talk about, no, I haven't been there, Malware buddy. But I do plan to come to New York this year with Ilana, and obviously I'll make my way to New York Spurs. So if you can get there, it's Flannery's, isn't it? We'll get to. Listen, people don't need to knock this shirt. People, I rock daring fashion. You got to love it. You've got to love it.
Do you have any Spurs tattoos? He does on his leg. He does have one. I've
got 2 Spurs-related tattoos, but that's because I lost bets.
What number 9 do you realistically think we can sign? I don't think we will sign a number 9 this year.
Why can't we stay with a chance?
Because he's not good enough, Smithy. I'm sorry. He's not good enough. But
that's a good question. That's a good question for everyone in the audience.
I don't think we will start. I think we can wait for a number 9. We can wait for a number 9.
I don't think we can.
I think if we have Solanke in front of Kudus, Savinho and Eze, he will score goals. And if he can't score goals, he is dreadful.
Well, look.
Either of them.
So you just see, Ben, you've just summed it up. I think, and I've said, and I've stood by Solanke, with that kind of ammunition, he will bang the goals in because he'll have service coming here, there, and everywhere.
I think my boy.
If he doesn't,
I'm sorry, Dane Scarlett's awful.
If he doesn't, we're in trouble. If he doesn't, we're in trouble. But then if Solanke and Richard, we're going into this game against PSG with right now Richarlison our fittest striker. Now, if you can honestly sit here and say, do you know what, I've got no problem going into a season with Richarlison being our fittest striker, then we have an issue. I don't listen. You can go get a Callum Window for 35. So
Callum Window is good.
Listen, that's the thing. What I'm saying, Ben, is if we spend all this money on creativity, you really shouldn't have to go spend big on a striker. With that kind of service and Frank's coaching, it doesn't need to be a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 million pound striker. With that kind of ammo behind him and service and quality, you could literally get a striker and train him up.
Big up, Carl. Yes, get in Isaac as well. Just blow the bank.
No, I'm going to say if these two come in, Solanke will bang the goals in for us this season. I mean, bang them in. Wissa, I think is new. Wissa, Scott M will go mad with Wissa, and I mean mad in a good way. Mad in a good way. But we're big up Tottenham tidbits. We'll have to see, but there's definitely only if that is our front creativity, we don't have a striker we can rely on for fitness. We simply don't. And Lankshire's gone.
Even you.
Lankshire's with me.
Yeah, he is. He's at Oxford, indeed. You're looking after Will Lancashire this year.
Do you know he scored the other day, but it was offside?
Yeah. Even you would score goals with those three behind you, Aki. Even I would score goals with that three behind me.
I should do, but my fitness isn't what it was at 46 years old. Could you imagine?
You're probably still fit more than Richarlison. Let's face it.
No. He's fighting on all cylinders right now, isn't he?
No, he's never. What cylinders?
Huddlewaddle, you might be right, and he should do. But the thing, forget how good the strikers are for one moment. Forget what you think of the strikers, and if they could get the goals. I mean, I think Solanke will be played like Tony and be told, "You stay up there." Morning in. I honestly just don't see either one of them being able to stay fit for long periods of time, and that's the issue. That's the issue. Spurs need to, in my opinion, address the number 9 solely for someone that's going to be available.
Indeed.
That's the issue.
Pay for it.
Vindaloo is asking the question, if both deals go through, would you three consider getting choo-choo tattooed on your bums as a show of support for Thomas Frank? No.
Yes.
Do you know what? I would be more than happy to have something Thomas Frank. I would be more than happy to have something Thomas Frank related tattooed on me. I just have to get it okayed by the wife, who has pretty much vetoed me agreeing to any Spurs tattoos online without her consent. So I would be delighted to get something Thomas Frank related tattoo on me. No problem at all. Such is my love for him. But yeah, it would have to go through my line manager.
Who do you talk about? Love for
with Savinho, Eze, and Kudus, Solanke might be able to get. I think he would be able to get 15 to 18 goals next year.
I think with that he gets 20 plus.
Seriously, no, he's crap. He won't get 20 goals.
Yeah, I think he would. He's not crap. He's not crap.
Dave, he had like one good season at Bournemouth. Apart from that,
he had one good season when he had Semenyo playing alongside him, giving him ammunition. We signed a striker that thrives on. We have a striker that thrives on service, and had absolutely no one that could give him service. No one that could give him service. I think once he actually has service, you'll see a different side of him. You'll see a different side of him. I could be wrong, but I think with that kind of quality around him, he will literally be banging the goals in if he can stay fit. Like I said, I could be wrong.
I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right.
So do I. But listen, we can all say he's only had one good season. It's right. But that doesn't mean that with quality around him, he doesn't up his game completely and get among the goals. Look what he's turned Mbeumo and Wissa and Sade and Tony into prolific goal scorers for Brentford. Yeah. So let's not, like I said, let's just see what happened. I personally think he could have a great season with that. And under Frank, if he plays up top, but I could fall flat on my face. But I'm not giving up on Solanke. I refuse to give up on Solanke, especially when all that happened with the injuries last season. Then he had to drop deep and was doing all the hold-up play. Then he was running. His hold-up play last season was really good, especially at the start of the season or first half. And then it just ran out of steam. I honestly think he gets, if Savinho and Eze are both there, he will be amongst the goals. He will be amongst the.
If they're not there, then what?
Then we have to get rid. Listen, then you get a better one in. Then you go into January and you're like, right, you're not scoring the goals. You should be with this kind of quality around you. We're now going to sign a better striker, and you're going to have to try and earn your place back.
We have to bring up more transfer news because there is more transfer news that has just come out now from Fabrizio Romano.
Thank you. Whoa, Leslie has got it bang on. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. I hope you and the family are well. Bournemouth had one of the worst XG. Then they hired Areola and became the most improved XG, and that's the season. It's all about the manager and playing him in the right place. And with that quality around him, I honestly think he's like I said, I could be wrong. Okay, let's do you know what? There's 303 people across both platforms. Thank you so much for joining us. Serious question, no sarcastic or whatever. If Eze and Savinho come and Solanke can stay fit for a majority of the season, how many goals do you reckon he'll get this season? Whether you love him or hate him, just be serious answer. How many goals do you reckon he could get?
So we've got to spend nearly 200 million for him to be able to score the goals that you want then, right? To have them two players next
Well, the striker needs service. Of course.
Yeah, you do.
Of course. What's the striker going to do? He's up there to get the goals. You've got to get the ball to him.
With Town not going to give him service that we've got? I don't know. Johnson?
Not Smithy.
Johnson. Not that quality.
I agree with Mark. 18.
You look at Haaland. Man City went and got Haaland to win them the Champions League. No. He went and they had all the creativity. He scores goals. He doesn't offer a lot more apart from his goals. They get him in. He gets the service. He will put the ball in the fucking back of the net. He had a bad season.
Well, he'll be our penalty taker this year as well because he's our best penalty taker currently. Well, currently, Solanke's our best penalty taker at the club currently. Really? Yes, because he was the penalty taker at Bournemouth.
I've just seen one of my favourite ladies in the world. Big up to you, Fran, darling. I love that lady. But
back to the transfer news with Fabrizio Romano. Manchester City have now inquired about Gio Donnarumma, and PSG want 50 million euros.
I want him over fucking.
Maz, come on, man.
James Flowers coming in for you, lad. James Flowers is going to fly in.
Steve, big up, brother. Big up. 20 goals minimum. Oh, come on. You can't be saying 5 goals max. Come on. 4 and 5. You can't be. 15. Man, listen, again, there's no wrong or right answer. Big up, Candy. But this is the thing. Big up, Musa Ali. I love that name. I fucking love that. We've got Ali, Musa Ali. I just don't think you understand. He's always in the chat. I don't know the last line. We've got Musa Ali. But yeah, I honestly think he will get 20 plus. I honestly think that. But again, if he doesn't, then it's an area we need to address. Then it's an area we need to address. I honestly think he has got the capabilities. I really do. And you know what? People can agree and disagree. That's absolutely fine. But I think last season, when we signed Solanke and he looked at all the stats, his pressing, his work rate, his press, everything was brilliant for Spurs to start off with. But then we signed the best header, the guy that had the most headed goals in the Premier League the season before. And then he did not have one player apart from Pedro Porro that could put the ball into him. Not one person apart from Porro could deliver a ball to him. Big up, buddy. It's not my pajama top. This is, I forgot what it is. Woolmarney. This is Woolmarney's finest. This is Woolmarney. Listen, the grief I'm getting for this shirt, these people don't know fashion. These people don't know fashion. They don't know. Really don't. Listen, I'm getting that. Your shirt's getting away scot-free, Ben. You've got a wild shirt on today.
I do.
You've got a wild shirt on today that's just getting away scot-free. Listen, throw the hate at this shirt. If this was a Spurs kit, everyone would be going that. Or do you know what? Nike wouldn't have the imagination to do it.
I love you, Angus. I don't know what you're playing at here. Decide who's going to score more goals.
Solanke, because Gokare's had the answers.
What?
Do you know what, Angus? I love you dearly. I love you dearly. Oh, mate, do you know what? There actually is a Canadian's Got Talent, and I kind of want to go there because Trish Stratus is one of the judges. So for that reason, I don't know what my talent will be. If I go, my talent is singing Spurs songs. I don't know how well it will go. Thank you very much, James, brother. Thank you very much. I might have to start wearing. I've got some more wild shirts. Do you know what? I might have to start doing it. I'll just put wild shirts on and see how the comments take it. That's what. Right. Just remind me. Big up, buddy. I'll do that tomorrow. I will put on a wild shirt.
Why do you own so many wild shirts, Dagul?
Say again.
Why do you own so many wild shirts?
Because I'm a fashion. I don't imitate. I don't like Boss. I don't imitate. I innovate.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer,
mate. You should see. I don't know if you saw my Christmas top I got, where it's a top here. It's a blue top with a bear's face and sunglasses here, and it's got a furry sleeve.
I did see that.
Oh, mate.
You're a fashion icon.
I did see that.
Mate, it's so... Ilana, whenever I wear it, she's like, oh, are you really going out with that? I'm like, yep.
It is.
Yep, it is a bold shirt. Mate, I make statements.
And yes, this is a Disney shirt, and it's made by Uniqlo, and there is a famous designer that designed this shirt. I can't remember his name.
Nobody wants to see that, Swifty. Sorry. Once I actually start going to the gym and doing my Krav Maga classes again, then I might bust it out.
Brian is the new Chelsea Green.
Of all things, well, she's Canadian.
She is indeed Canadian. Big up Chelsea Green.
Big up the Canadians. Big up the Canadians.
Yeah, that's not happening, I think. That rhymes. Yes, indeed. It does. Big question. Are these both deals both going to happen? I am not sure. We will have to wait and see.
All I will say is if these deals do happen, it's an incredible time to be a Spurs fan, and this is the kind of quality we've all been dying to see.
This is
if it goes wrong,
quads on,
and it's the biggest, at least we tried, there will be absolute anarchy. There will be absolute anarchy should they both collapse.
No need to time out Angus, Matty. Angus is cool. He's just hurting a bit. Angus is cool. We don't need to time him out. You only need to time out people that are being nasty in the chat.
Nasty, trolling, racially abusive, or any kind of proper abuse. When it's people like Angus, oh mate, that's not a bad name. That's not a bad name. I could take that name, but yeah, no, I will bloody not. Not a goddamn chance. As I keep saying to people, Rich, and you'll know this anyway, buddy. This is what we should be doing with this stadium and with the financial pool we have. Unfortunately, I won't get back for this one, Spurs rule. I'm still stuck in Toronto. Well, not stuck, living in Toronto. It would take at least it will take at least 5 seasons of seeing this ownership bring in players like this and attract players like this to go into the squad regularly, not as a one-time thing, before I even contemplate being that way. And like I said before, people saying this, remember, I can't wait for the people to go, oh my God, Levy's a god. Well, a minute ago, you're all having a go at Levy Altus for saying, see, he doesn't get involved in transfers. So then if these do come in, after he said it, you cannot go, oh, look what Levy did, because he doesn't get involved with transfers, remember? So it will take, oh, mate, listen, the whole world, Leroy, is having a rough time at the moment. Toronto, I fucking love my life in Toronto. It is the greatest city. I love it more than London, as in this is my home. I absolutely love Toronto. Listen, every city in the world at the moment has its ups and downs and whatever, but I could not be happier living in Toronto, and especially seeing that tomorrow I'm back home. We are back at the Scotland Yard. Life is good for the next 9 to 10 months, and then we got the World Cup here. This is a wonderful time to be living in Toronto, Canada. Ask Nacho Slayer. Mark, who's hopefully going to move out here, loves this city, loves the Maple Leafs. This city is incredible. Ben's been out here. Yeah. The city is incredible. The city is absolutely incredible. Cost of living, do you know what? It depends. Do you live in the UK, Led Oaks? Or where do you live exactly? Listen, it's expensive. It's expensive wherever. Toronto has got expensive, but then you look at certain things, like when you go out for a meal to eat, the quality of the food, the size of the port, blah, 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 compared to English prices is night and day difference. A lot of clothing and stuff, seeing that a lot of the stuff like the high street fashion or comes over like Hollister and all the other brands, they come over from America. There's not the, you're in Cyprus. You're in Cyprus. There you go. See, us as a New Yorker. Well, mate, I'm sure you're loving it.
Stay in Cyprus. Cyprus is bloody lovely.
Cyprus is absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to go to Toronto. I mean, the city is just beautiful. At summertime, it's incredible. Winter, it is a bitch. It is a bitch, but we get through it. Well, how cold is Canada? It's a rather big country, Daniel. But here we get to minus 30. Minus 30 in the winter, plus that's before the wind. The feels like guy. The feels like guy in winter is awful. Do you know what? The feels good guy during the winter is a bastard. It's like it feels like 20, or it says minus 25, but the weather is mate. Vancouver is exceptionally expensive. Exceptionally expensive. What you do get with Vancouver is the weather is very, very London-like. The winters aren't like here. They're very mild, very, very mild.
It's the temperature is very San Francisco because of their Alaska current.
Yeah. I put it this way. There's been a couple of times where Ilana's almost got a job where we would have had to leave Toronto. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I love this city. I love it. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. Oh, Richard's obviously in Montreal. Exactly. Richard's saying it's this is it. Funny how people equate Canada with cold. Yeah, the summer is obviously you guys you know what? When I moved to Canada almost 8 years ago now, there were so many people going, "Oh my God, you're going to freeze in the winter. You're going to freeze in the winter." I said, "You're all right, but our summers are guaranteed." But I was like, "Our summers are guaranteed." And obviously, since I've left, you guys have had exceptionally hot summers. But the great thing here is you get all 4 seasons here. You literally get all 4 seasons. I can't recommend living out here enough in Toronto. It's beautiful. The people are friendly. The quality of life is night and day. And you know what? I can walk down the version of Regent Street and Oxford Street on a Saturday afternoon like this and not bump into people.
Yeah.
You're not like this. And I love it. I love it.
I can vouch for that because I've been in Oxford Street today and it's absolutely rammed.
Yeah, it's night and day.
School holidays.
I guess so.
It's night and day. But let's get back to Tottenham. You
run the stream for a couple of seconds, Dagul. Run the stream for a couple of seconds.
Okay, well, thank you for giving me the power. Where's Matty's question? Which front 4 is better? Martinelli, Gyökeres, Saka and Odegaard, or Savin? Yeah, for me, it will be our front line if. What you see there with Arsenal is guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. But if Spurs have that, then I'm sorry, Spurs shit all over Arsenal. And there's nothing anyone could say. There's nothing. Would you agree, Smithy?
I just said game over.
There you go. So, yeah, there you go. What else got? Oh, big up, Gary. Didn't see you there. Big up to you, buddy. Let's have a look. Yeah, listen, Montreal. I've not been to Montreal yet, but I'm planning to go there this year with Toronto Spurs. A few of us are planning a pilgrimage to go up there and meet a few people from Montreal Spurs. So, Richard, hopefully we'll meet this year. Let's have a look. Top G14. Solanke and Pigeon are doing fuck all. Even, mate, I don't think so. I honestly disagree. Obviously, everyone can have their opinion. I think Richarlison's out the door. I honestly think there's no way we are spending, if, again, I don't want to keep saying if those two come in, there needs to be outgoings. There has to be outgoings. And hopefully, or not hopefully, I think Richie will be one of them because I just can't see him not being there.
Get both of them out.
Say again?
Get both of them out, Dagul.
No, not Solanke. Not Solanke. Listen, I'm not tolerating Solanke hating here any longer. I've done that. You've come back. I'm past that, brother. I'm past that.
Yeah.
Leave it with me. Leave it with me. Big up to you. A user, I am completely, totally, utterly with you. Active on. But not to Toronto. My partner's from Calgary. Mate, listen, if you can, in any way, size, shape or form, get away for a cheeky long weekend or weekend and come to the Scotland Yard for one game, come over. You won't have to pay for accommodation. You can stay here in this very room where there is a spare bed. So if you can do it, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. But if you're in Calgary, you can meet up with Scott M. You can meet up with the mighty Scott M. But if you manage to meet Scott M before I do, then that would be not good. But hopefully Scott M's going to make it to the yard this year.
Is Dagul back next month?
Are you back next month, Dagul? When are you back?
I'm definitely back in November, 100% with Ilana.
No, Bobby's on the 10th.
Yeah, I know.
Bobby will be over. I don't know. I was planning, should there be any protest, I was going to see if I can get back and everything. But what's going on right now with my wisdom teeth and everything, I don't know if I'm going to have surgery in September. So I doubt it'll be September. I doubt. But obviously, I just can't see it happening. So it might be longer. I will say, Richard, my wife Ilana's in bed ill. I will say, like I said, if I had known how powerful the English accent was over here before I got married, and I'd moved here before when I was drinking and doing everything, my God, I go out for dinner with Ilana and I have waitresses drooling over my accent in front of my wife. the accent over here is absolutely insane. Anyone got an English accent? You literally
not my accent. My accent sucks.
It doesn't, mate. It doesn't. But literally, honestly, the English accent over here is just. It's another world. It's another world that I didn't know existed. Richard, don't jinx it. Don't jinx. Do you know what I think Savio or Savio. Why do people? Is it? His name is Savinho, but
his name is Savio, but he's known as Savinho.
Okay, just because he wants to sound like Ronaldinho. Okay, so whatever his name is, I can't see it because of being.
We should just call him Sava. Let's call him Sava instead.
Let's not call him Sava. Let's call him Savio or Savinho, so we don't get mixed up. But I don't see him being ready for Burnley. I do see him, however, being paraded at Burnley, ready for his first game, which would be Manchester City away. And then he'd go there and terrorise them. Then he'd go. Could you imagine his first game is Manchester City away and he literally destroys them? That would be absolutely epic. Epic.
I'm going to Toronto. Big up.
Rich, come over, buddy. Rich, come over, mate.
He's good. Mikatatsi's very good as a player.
I will say, anyone that wants to come over, and I'm being serious, that works as well, buddy. I will say, anyone seriously that wants to come over, if I know you and we've met and we've spoken, just reach out to me because, like I said, there is a spare room here. So the airfare and you're going out money, you'll need, but accommodation free, and you get to sample my wife's gourmet cooking and culinary skill. She is a banging. Wait a minute, I've got to address this from Gary. Oh, mate, no. Why not do both? Why not do both, Gary? But there's no love for Levy, like I said, until I see 5 years of consistency backing whoever the manager may be, and hopefully it will be Frank for the 5 years. And I will say, let's just quickly talk about Thomas Frank. He came in for a massive grilling from the Bayern Munich game. When, like we said, we had 5 players that had over 10 goals and assists last season, and only Brennan Johnson was available. He's missing 67 goals and assists from Sonny, Maddison and Kulu. 91 goal involvements has had a goal reported from last season that was out, including all the players out injured and whatever. No manager, and I repeat, no manager can deal with that, with the squad available to them like that. If he then gets those players in and we have the creativity, watch him go. Watch him go. Because it's then we will see. This will be massive. Raider, if ever you want to come over, brother, just reach out to me. Like I said, airfare. What I will suggest to people is don't think about coming next summer, because the airfare, because of the World Cup, is going to be
unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ridiculous. It will be. Actually, you know what? Let me just check. Let's just have a quick check. Well, right now,
you can't book for next year. You can't book for next year.
Oh no, wait a minute. No, you can. You can normally book a year advance. Okay, let's have a look. Let me see if I can. Let's have a look if I can. Let's have a look. Go on, you keep going for the chat.
Everyone, we're on flight watch.
Let's have a look. Let's go on. Keep going through everything whilst I look at this flight. Let's have a look. Let's have a looky. So let's just say I'm just going to do this from Heathrow, London Heathrow. So YYZ. Let's have a look. Can we go to June? Yes, we can. Right, so I'm just going to do like for a week. I'm just going to do my birthday week. So from the 19th to the 26th. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I recognise that straight away.
It's me.
What do you mean, shoot?
I'll explain afterwards.
Okay.
Go through the comments whilst I'm just finding this. Oh, here we go. Right, okay, let's just book this flight. I'm just going to book. Okay, standard. Continuous standard. Right, let's get the. Come on.
No, we're not winning the Champions League next year, MJ Coes. No matter what we do, we're not winning the Champions League. Let's call our jets. Let's call our jets. I do like Toronto. We got Jessie's in the house. Good to see her. Hopefully you're well, miss. Hopefully you're doing well. And she's saying hello to her.
Let's have a look. So actually, 1 second. It's not as bad as I thought right now. Right now.
We don't know the games yet. If an England game is there. If an England game is there.
Mate, it doesn't. What I'm saying is if you're booking to come to Toronto right now for a week to experience the World Cup and be in a host city for a week in the World Cup, tickets from the 19th of June with Air Canada, direct flights in and out, are currently, and I'll give it to you in British pounds, currently, let's just do this into paste CAD to GBP. So right now, obviously, if you booked to come to England, come to Toronto, sorry, for 1 week, and you don't know what games are being played, but you could be here and experience living in a World Cup or being at a World Cup city. The price, I'm just getting it converted. 14693 is currently fuck off. 1,001.
Go on, Dagul. We got 3 minutes left.
It's 790 quid.
That's not bad, actually.
£790 right here, right now, to come to Canada, to Toronto, be in the World Cup host city for a week. You don't know what games are on, but you can come join us all at the Scotland Yard, try and get tickets, but enjoy Toronto in all its beauty. Mate, that's not a bad. I thought it was going to be like $2,000. Obviously, like you said, Ben, once the games are announced,
that's when the price will go. That's if a big team is playing in Canada,
there will be a big team. There will, without a doubt, there will.
Not, but I'm talking of Brazil. I'm talking England. I'm talking Germany.
One of them will have to. One of them will have to.
So book your tickets now if you want to go to Toronto and book on Air Canada. Air Canada, you better send us some money because we've just given you a plug in front of loads of people. Yeah,
and that's just me going. By the way, it's just me going.
Give us some money, Air Canada.
That's
or
me.
Air Transat. If you wish for a budget option, you can use Air Transat for all your.
Well, not even that, Ben. That's me just going on Air Canada. That's not Google Flights or Skyscanner, where you can go via British Airways, blah blah blah. But right now, 760 notes to get to Toronto. But then obviously what you got to remember is without foul right now, the hotel prices are going to be extortionate. That's where it's going to get you. And I saw someone, Nacho Slayer, you should see, I've got Ben Daniel literally pimping my spare room out.
Yes, he is.
Literally pimping my spare room out like it's Airbnb. I might have to do a, right guys, let's see, let's have a live auction for who's renting out the room for a week or however long and see how much as a side hustle I can make. But I will say it is a house that's like a 25-minute train ride away from also cheap ones stop off at Iceland. So yeah, mate, people, if you are thinking about the World Cup,
what you can do is you can fly to Florida, get the train from Florida to New York, and then you can get the Amtrak train from New York into Toronto. You can do that as well if you really wish to.
If you really want to save the budget, But
What? The train from
Florida to New York. How long's that?
it's overnight. Overnight train.
Tango, do you know what? If you guys wear flight attendant outfits during your streams, do you know what? If you get the sponsorship, done.
I'm down.
Done.
We'll do it.
I'm down.
Done.
As long as it's not as long as it's not EasyJet, because
As long as I'm getting paid.
No, it's Air Canada. It's Air Canada.
We'll do it. We'll do it. We can do it.
Hands down.
En route indeed. But on that note, guys, that is the end of our hour. We will be back tomorrow, possibly for a pump up, because Spurs are playing in the Super Cup tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
we will do another duel tomorrow for sure.
We will do a pre-match pump up before the pre-match pump up on We Are Tottenham. We will do a pump up for the pump up here on the Coffee Company and Tottenham on Tour. Smithy, where can we next find you on a show?
No idea.
I will say, before you do your things, I just want to address a couple of things very, very quickly. Raider, come over. Do you know what? Come over Christmas time. We'll either do it like carol singing and go around the neighbourhood. And rather than doing Christmas carols, we'll just bust out into Levy songs. We could do that all year because it'll be Hanukkah as well. So why not? And Gary, you're currently leading the bid. You're currently leading. If anyone can beat a used Oysters card and an original size Snickers bar, there's not a lot to beat. To have Gary at the moment, you are leading the race for the spare room.
Got an old Presto card and a packet of pickle crisps.
Oh well, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, my wife will get the hell out of the house as early as possible because she knows what I get like. But yeah, but at the moment, start packing Gary because currently, and we'll run this all year. We'll run this all year round. At the moment, Gary is winning the auction with a used Oyster card and a Snickers original size bar. So we're doing good. Gary is leading the spare room bidding war. Congratulations, Gary.
Without further ado, that is the end of the show. We'll be back tomorrow. Smithy, what is your catchphrase?
Oh, does that beat it?
That's a good one.
Gary, it's back over to you.
What is your catchphrase,
Up
Smithy?
the Oxford for tonight, the Carabao Cup.
Up the Oxford for tonight. And as always, thank you so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, everyone, if you know what the Kauff is brewing, take it away, Aki.
So the evening show will be tomorrow after we've won the Super Cup. So you'll get double bubble from Tottenham Hotspur, Tottenham on tour. I will say the Frank therapy session is closed until tomorrow morning. Thomas, Frank, Thomas, Frank. And as always, Levy out.
In. Shut up.
Tour.